Have you ever noticed that some people seem to drain all your energy? That every time you're near them, it's as if a shadow covers your light, and that no matter how hard you try to shine, something or someone always seems to pull you down. If you were born under the sign of Taurus, pay close attention to this video, because the universe is sending urgent spiritual warnings directly to you. Warnings that can no longer be ignored. Warnings that will reveal who is blocking your light, and why you need to distance yourself from these people right now. Taurus, you are an earth sign, strong, resilient, loyal like no other. You are the kind of person who stays by the side of those you love, even when everything seems to be falling apart. You believe in people. You give second, third, even 10th chances. You build solid, true, lasting relationships. But here's the truth that few have the courage to tell you. That same loyalty that makes you so special is being used against you. There are people around you who have noticed how brightly you shine, and instead of celebrating your light, they are doing everything they can to extinguish it. In this video, you will discover the 12 spiritual warnings that God is sending you. Each warning is a clear sign that the time has come to protect yourself, to choose your peace, to set sacred boundaries. And be warned, if you ignore these warnings again, you may end up losing not only your energy, but also incredible opportunities that are waiting for you on the other side of this transformation. The universe is preparing enormous blessings for your life, but they will only arrive when you clear the path, when you distance yourself from those who are blocking your light. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and get ready to receive a message that could change your life forever. Because after this video, you'll never look at your relationships the same way again. Let's begin right now. Warning 1. People who diminish your achievements are vampires of your energy. The first spiritual warning God is sending you, Taurus, has to do with those people who never truly rejoice in your victories. You know when you achieve something important, something you fought hard for, and instead of receiving support, you hear phrases like, "Oh, but it wasn't that difficult, was it?" Or, "Anyone could have done it." Or even worse, "You were just lucky." These words may seem innocent, but they carry a subtle poison. A poison that undermines your self-confidence, that makes you doubt your own worth, that gradually extinguishes the light you so richly deserve to have. Taurus, you need to understand something very important. When someone diminishes your achievements, it's not about you. It's about that person's own insecurity. It's about the envy they feel seeing you grow. It's about the fear they have that you'll realize how capable you are. Because if you do, you'll fly so high that they won't be able to reach you anymore. And people like that don't want you to fly. They want you to stay small in the same place so they don't feel so bad about themselves. But here's what the universe wants you to know. Every achievement of yours is sacred. Every step you take towards your dreams is important. It doesn't matter if it seems easy or difficult to others. It doesn't matter if no one applauded. What matters is that you are evolving. You are growing. You are building the life you've always wanted. And no one, absolutely no one, has the right to steal that moment from you. Now pay attention to this detail. There are people who do this so subtly that you don't even notice. They won't come up and say, "I'm jealous of you." No, they'll smile, they'll hug you, they'll pretend they're happy for you. But deep down in the subtle comments, the disguised comparisons, the lack of genuine enthusiasm, you'll feel it. Because Taurus, you have a special gift for sensing energy. You know when something isn't right, even if you can't explain it with words. So the first warning is this. Observe who truly rejoices with you. Observe who genuinely vibrates with excitement when you share good news. Observe who stands by your side not only in difficult times, but also in moments of glory. Because the people who block your light are terrified of your happiness. They prefer to see you struggling because that way they feel better about their own difficulties. But you weren't born to be small. You weren't born to hide your brilliance. You were born to be abundant, prosperous, happy. And anyone who can't celebrate that with you needs to be distanced. And distancing yourself doesn't mean being cruel or rude. It means protecting your energy. It means wisely choosing where you place your attention, your time, your presence. It means understanding that some people had a role in your life at some point, but that role is over. And that's okay. You can be grateful for what you experienced together and move on. Because on the other side of this separation, there are people who will applaud you. People who will cry tears of joy at your victories. People who will be a mirror of your light, not an obstacle. Taurus, God is showing you that you deserve to be surrounded by those who uplift you, not those who diminish you. And every time you choose to stay with someone who minimizes your achievements, you are telling the universe that you don't value yourself enough. You are saying that you accept crumbs of recognition when you deserve the whole banquet. And the universe will respect your choice. If you accept little, it will give you little. But if you stand up for yourself, if you raise your head and say, I deserve more. Taurus, prepare to see doors opening like never before. Warning 2. Those who only seek you out when they need something don't truly value you. The second spiritual warning you need to hear is about those people who only appear in your life when they need something. Taurus, you know this type of person well. They're the ones who disappear for weeks, months, who don't send a message, don't ask how you are, don't show any interest in your life. But when they need a favor, a shoulder to cry on, financial help, someone to confide in, then they remember you. Then you become the most important person in the world. Then the phone rings, the message arrives, and you, with your huge heart, answer. You help. You welcome them. You give your best. And then they disappear again. And you're left there, feeling used, but without the courage to set boundaries because you don't want to seem selfish. But let me tell you a secret that will change your perspective. Setting boundaries isn't selfishness. It's self-love. It's respect for yourself. It's understanding that your energy is precious, that your time is valuable, that your presence is a gift, and that not everyone deserves to receive that gift. You know why? Because true relationships are like plants. They need care from both sides. They need to be watered, fertilized, nourished. If only one person is doing all the work, the plant will wither. And that's what's happening in your life, Taurus. You're watering plants that don't bear fruit. You're investing in people who don't invest in you. And the saddest part is that you don't always realize how much it hurts you. Because you're strong, you endure, you always find a way to move on. But deep down in your soul, you feel it. You feel the loneliness of always being available to everyone, but having no one available for you. You feel the exhaustion of being everyone's rock, but having nowhere to lean on. You feel the sadness of realizing that many people seek you out for what you do, not for who you are. So here's the universe's warning to you. Stop being everyone's bank. Stop being a free emotional counseling service for those who don't value you. Stop lending money, time, and energy to people who only show up when they're desperate, and who disappear again as soon as their problem is solved. Because these people don't love you. They love what you can do for them. And when you can't do anything anymore, they'll discard you as if you never mattered. But there's something important you need to understand. It's not these people's fault. They only do what you allow. If you always open the door, if you always say yes, if you're always available, they'll keep taking advantage. Because to them, you're reliable, predictable, easy. And as long as you don't show that you have boundaries, they'll keep crossing all the lines. So the change needs to start from within you. You need to look in the mirror and say, I deserve reciprocity. I deserve to be sought out not only when someone needs me, but also when someone wants to celebrate life with me. I deserve true friendships, not self-serving ones. And when you start acting according to this new value you give yourself, something magical happens. The wrong people start disappearing on their own, because they realize you're no longer playing their game. And the right people start appearing. People who will look for you just to ask how you are. People who will want to be in your life not because they need you but because they like you. People who will be true friends, not friends of convenience. Taurus, God is reminding you that you are precious, that your presence is a gift, that your time is sacred, and that anyone who doesn't recognize this is blocking your light. So step away. With love, with respect, but step away. Because you were born to live true, deep, reciprocal relationships. And when you free up space in your life, the universe fills that space with people who truly deserve to be by your side. Warning 3. People who constantly criticize you are projecting their own frustrations. The third spiritual warning is about those who constantly criticize everything you do. Taurus, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are the people who always have something negative to say. If you change your hair, they criticize. If you change jobs, they criticize. If you decide to follow a different path, they criticize. And the worst part is that these criticisms come disguised as concern. They say they're trying to help you, that they want what's best for you, that they're being sincere. But the truth is, they're actually trying to keep you small. Because if you grow, if you change, if you evolve, they'll have to look at their own lives and face the fact that they're standing still. You need to understand something fundamental. When someone criticizes you all the time, it's not about you. It's about that person's own frustration. It's about the dreams they didn't have the courage to pursue. It's about the changes they didn't dare to make. It's about the life they wanted to have but don't. And seeing you trying, seeing you taking risks, seeing you stepping out of your comfort zone hurts them because it exposes their cowardice. It exposes their lack of courage. It exposes the excuses they always used to avoid living the life they wanted. Then she criticizes you. She plants doubts in your mind. She makes you question whether you're really making the right decision. She points out all the risks, all the dangers, everything that could go wrong. And you, Taurus, who are naturally cautious, who already think 1,000 times before making a decision, end up believing these criticisms. You end up thinking that maybe she's right. You end up giving up on your dreams because of the opinions of someone who never had the courage to follow their own. But here's the truth that will set you free. Other people's opinions don't pay your bills. Other people's opinions don't live your life. Other people's opinions won't be on your side when you're old looking back, regretting all the things you didn't do because you were afraid of what people would think. So stop giving so much power to those who only know how to criticize and never do anything. Stop seeking approval from people who don't even approve of their own lives. And there's more. Constructive criticism is important. It helps you grow, see blind spots, and improve. But there's a huge difference between constructive and destructive criticism. Constructive criticism is offered with love, care, and a genuine desire to see you better. It comes with suggestions, support, and encouragement. Destructive criticism, on the other hand, is loaded with negativity, a judgmental tone, and heavy energy. And you feel the difference. Your body feels the difference. Your heart feels the difference. So the universe's warning is this. Don't accept any more criticism from people who aren't qualified to judge you. Don't accept any more opinions from people who have never done anything similar to what you're trying to do. Don't accept any more advice from people who live lives you don't want to live. Because these people are blocking your light. They are preventing you from shining. They are trying to convince you that you need to be like them. Mediocre, complacent, afraid to live. But you weren't born for that, Taurus. You were born to build an incredible life. You were born to achieve big dreams. You were born to be happy, prosperous, abundant. And when you distance yourself from those who only know how to criticize, when you stop paying attention to those who never supported you, then you free up space for people who will applaud you, who will encourage you, who will walk beside you. And these people exist. They are waiting for you. But as long as you are surrounded by critics, they can't reach you. If you feel these messages are touching your heart, if you realize these warnings are exactly what you needed to hear, then do one thing for me now. Subscribe to this channel. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss any messages from the universe. And leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from. I read all the comments and I'm very happy to know that these messages are reaching hearts around the world. And if you feel this work is making a difference in your life, consider becoming a supporter of the channel. Every contribution helps me continue bringing this content to you. Let's continue with the next warnings. Warning 4. People who speak ill of others to your face also speak ill of you behind your back. The fourth spiritual warning that God is sending you is about those people who constantly speak ill of others. Taurus, pay attention to this sign. If someone comes to you and spends hours gossiping, speaking ill of other people, exposing other people's lives, know that this same person does exactly the same thing to you when you're not around. Have no doubt about it. Because whoever speaks ill of everyone else speaks ill of you too. Whoever gossips about others gossips about you too. And whoever betrays the trust of others will betray your trust as well. The problem is that you often don't realize it. Because when that person is in front of you, they're sweet, affectionate, seem like your best friend. They tell you secrets, make you laugh, make you feel special. And you think, it's different with me. With me, they're genuine. They're just venting about others, but with me, they're sincere. But Taurus, that's a dangerous illusion. Because a person's character doesn't change depending on who they're with. If they're fake with others, they're fake with you too. If they betray others, they'll betray you too. It's just a matter of time. And you know what's even sadder? These people are energy vampires. They feed on drama, chaos, and confusion. They love to create intrigue, spread lies, and pit one friend against another. Because that's how they feel important. They feel in control. They feel powerful. But in reality, they are deeply unhappy. Because happy people don't need to put others down to feel good. Happy people don't need to destroy someone else's reputation to shine. Happy people celebrate others, support others, and want to see everyone grow together. So when you realize that someone in your life spends more time talking about others than talking about dreams, projects, good things, run. Because that person is blocking your light. They are bringing heavy, toxic, destructive energy into your life. And you don't need that. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be surrounded by people who use their mouths to bless, not to curse. People who use words to build, not to destroy. And there's more. When you distance yourself from gossipy people, you're also protecting yourself. Because everything you tell them will be used against you. Every secret you share will be spread. Every vulnerability you show will be turned into a joke. And you'll find this out in the worst possible way. When someone comes to tell you that this person has been talking about you behind your back. And then you'll feel betrayed, used, hurt. But the truth is, the signs were always there. You just didn't want to see them. So the universe's warning is clear. Stay away from people who speak ill of others. Don't participate in gossip. Don't feed negative conversations. Don't be an accomplice to those who spread poison. Because all of this generates very bad energy. And this energy clings to you, contaminates you, drags you down. And in the end, you end up being judged too. Because those who associate with gossips end up being seen as gossips. Those who mix with false people end up being seen as false as well. But when you take a stand, when you say, I don't want to hear this, I'm not going to participate in this. I choose conversations that uplift, not that degrade. Taurus, you level up spiritually. You attract people of the same level of consciousness. You create a healthy, true, loyal circle of friends. And that's worth more than anything in this world. Because in the end, what matters isn't the quantity of people around you, but the quality of those people. And quality people don't speak ill of others. They don't betray. They don't spread lies. They protect you, defend you, honor you. Even when you're not around. Warning 5. Those who don't respect your boundaries don't respect you as a person. The 5th spiritual warning you need to hear with an open heart is about boundaries. Taurus, you have an enormous difficulty saying no. You are generous, helpful, always wanting to help everyone. And that's beautiful. That's one of your greatest qualities. But here's the problem. Some people take advantage of that. Some people know you can't refuse a request and use that against you. These people cross all your boundaries. They ask for too much, demand too much, expect too much from you. And when you finally gather the courage to say no, they get angry. They make you feel guilty. They say you've changed, that you're not the same person anymore, that you're being selfish. But let me tell you something that will change your life. The people who get angry when you set boundaries are exactly the ones who were benefiting from the lack of them. Read that again. The people who get angry when you set boundaries are exactly the ones who were benefiting from the lack of them. Because people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. They will understand that you also have needs, that you also have priorities, that you also need to take care of yourself. They won't pressure you. They won't manipulate you. They won't emotionally blackmail you. But there are people who don't care about your boundaries at all. There are people who keep calling you in the middle of the night because they want to vent, even knowing you're tired. There are people who keep asking you for money even when they see you're struggling. There are people who keep involving you in dramas and conflicts, even when they realize you're seeking peace. And you know why? Because for these people, you're not a human being with needs and feelings. You're a resource. You're a tool they use when they need it. And this needs to end. Because every time you allow someone to cross your boundaries, you're telling the universe that you don't value yourself. You're saying that other people's needs are more important than your own. You're saying that you don't deserve respect. And the universe will continue to send you people who disrespect you. Until you learn the lesson. Until you understand that setting boundaries isn't being mean. It's survival. It's mental health. It's self-love. So here's a direct message from heaven for you. Start saying no. Start setting clear boundaries. Start protecting your energy as you would protect something precious. Because it is precious. And observe who will respect those boundaries and who will try to manipulate you to go back to the way things were before. Those who respect them stay. Those who don't go. It's that simple. And it may even hurt at first, it may even seem like you're being too harsh. But with time, you'll realize that this was the best decision you ever made. Because when you set boundaries, when you respect yourself, when you show the world that you have value, something incredible happens. The right people start to appear. People who truly respect you. People who understand that friendship is about balance, about reciprocity, about mutual care. And these people will treat you with the respect you've always deserved, but never demanded. And you will finally understand what it is to live in peace, what it is to have healthy relationships, what it is to be truly loved, not used. Taurus, God is showing you that you don't need to sacrifice yourself to be loved. You don't need to give up everything to be valued. You don't need to erase yourself to be accepted. You just need to be yourself. And the right people will love you exactly as you are. So stop accepting less than you deserve. Stop allowing people to do whatever they want with you. Set boundaries. And trust that the universe will attract into your life only those who are ready to respect you. Warning 6. Envious people disguise hatred with false concern. The sixth spiritual warning that God is sending you is about one of the most dangerous types of people who block your light, the envious in disguise. Taurus, these people are masters of camouflage. They won't come up to you and openly say, "I envy you." No, they'll smile in your face. They'll hug you. They'll pretend to care. But beneath that mask of friendship lies a deadly poison. And that poison manifests itself in the form of false concern. Do you know how it works? You share good news. You got a new job, you bought a house, you started a relationship, you achieved something you always wanted. And instead of enthusiastically congratulating you, this person looks at you with a serious face and says, "Wow, are you sure? Aren't you going too fast? Shouldn't you wait a little longer? Isn't it risky?" And then they start listing all the reasons why it could go wrong. They plant doubts in your head. They make you question your own decision. And the worst part is that they do all this while saying they're worried about you. But Taurus, that's not concern. That's disguised envy. Because people who truly care about you will support you. They'll congratulate you first, and only then, if necessary, will they talk about potential challenges. But they do it with love, with care, without trying to destroy your moment of happiness. Envious people do the opposite. They throw cold water on your achievements. They try to extinguish your smile. They want you to feel fear, insecurity, doubt. Because that way you won't shine. And if you don't shine, they won't feel so bad about their own lack of brilliance. And there's more. These people also do something very cruel. They silently root against you. They'll never admit it, of course. But deep down, they want you to fail. They want you to get into trouble. Because if you succeed, if you win, if you achieve what you dreamed of, their envy will only grow. So they prefer to see you stagnant. They prefer to see you suffering. They prefer to see you small. And when something bad happens to you, when you face a difficulty, when you stumble, they pretend to be sad, but deep down they're happy. This is very serious, Taurus, because these people carry such heavy, negative, destructive energy that just being near them makes you feel your spirits drop. You feel your body become heavy. You feel your joy disappear. And you don't even fully understand what's happening because on the surface they seem nice to you. But your spirit knows. Your heart knows. Your intuition knows. And that's why you feel this discomfort. This strange feeling that something isn't right. So the universe's warning is this. Stop ignoring your intuition. Stop giving the benefit of the doubt to people who only feign concern. Stop keeping close those who are rooting against you. Because these people are blocking your light. They are contaminating your energy. They are hindering your success. And as long as you allow them to stay in your life, you will continue to feel this weight, this constant struggle, this feeling that everything is harder than it should be. But when you finally have the courage to distance yourself from envious people, something miraculous happens. Your life begins to flow. Things start to go right. Opportunities begin to appear. Because you cleared the path. You removed the obstacles. You freed yourself from the negative energy that was holding you back. And then, Taurus, you will shine like never before. You will conquer everything you've ever wanted. And no one, absolutely no one, will be able to extinguish your light. Warning 7. Toxic relationships drain your spiritual energy. The seventh spiritual warning coming straight from heaven to you is about toxic relationships. And when I say relationships, I'm not just talking about dating or marriage. I'm talking about any kind of relationship. Could be with a friend, a family member, a coworker. It doesn't matter what you call it. If it's toxic, it's draining your spiritual energy. And Taurus, you need to understand that spiritual energy isn't an abstract thing. It's real. It's what keeps you going. It's what gives you the energy to wake up in the morning. It's what gives you the strength to move forward. It's what connects you to the divine. And when someone is draining that energy, you start to feel the symptoms. What are these symptoms? Constant tiredness even when you sleep well. Sadness for no apparent reason. Anxiety as if something bad is always about to happen. Lack of motivation to do the things you used to love. Easy irritation with small situations. A feeling of emptiness that nothing makes sense. And worst of all, you look at your life and don't understand why you're feeling this way. Because in theory you have everything to be happy. But in practice you're dragging yourself along. You're surviving, not living. And do you know what's causing this? That toxic relationship you insist on maintaining. That person who complains about everything. That person who always has a new problem. That person who never has anything good to say. That person who lives in drama, negativity, and victimhood. That person who uses you as an emotional dumping ground, unloading all their problems on you, but is never available when you need them. That person who leaves you exhausted every time you talk. Taurus, you need to understand that it's not your obligation to carry anyone's emotional burden. You can be supportive, you can offer help, you can be a shoulder to cry on. But when it becomes a burden, when it makes you sick, when it distances you from your own light, you need to step away. Because what that person needs isn't you. It's professional help. It's therapy. It's the desire to change. And until they seek that, nothing you do will solve anything. You can sacrifice yourself, you can give yourself entirely, you can try to save them. But in the end, the only person who will be harmed is you. And look, there's something very important you need to know. Toxic relationships don't improve over time. They get worse. Because the other person realizes that you endure it, that you tolerate it, that you always come back. So they continue doing the same thing. Or worse, they intensify the toxic behaviors. They manipulate you more. They use you more. And you sink deeper and deeper, until you reach a point where you don't even recognize who you are anymore. You've lost your essence. You've lost your joy. You've lost your light. But here's the good news. You can recover all of that. You can go back to being who you were before this person came into your life. You can truly smile again. You can feel lightness again. But for that to happen, you need to make a decision. A difficult, painful, but necessary decision. You need to walk away. And it's no use trying to maintain a little contact, it's no use trying to be friends, it's no use trying to help from afar. You need to cut it off. Completely. Because as long as there's an open door, that person will come back. And the cycle will begin again. So God's warning is this. Protect your spiritual energy as if your life depended on it. Because it does. Stay away from toxic relationships. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how long you've known that person. It doesn't matter how many good memories you have together. If today, right now, that relationship is hurting you, it's time to end it. It's time to choose yourself. It's time to choose your peace. It's time to choose your light. Because the universe has incredible things prepared for you. But as long as you're trapped in relationships that drain you, those blessings can't reach you. So let go, release, and trust that the best is yet to come. Warning 8. Anyone who competes with you instead of supporting you is not your friend. The 8th spiritual warning that God is sending you, Taurus, is about people who turn everything into competition. You know those people who can't rejoice in your victories because they're too busy trying to surpass you? People who hear you talk about an achievement and immediately start talking about their own, trying to diminish yours? People who always need to prove they are better, smarter, more successful than you? These people are not your friends. They are your competitors. And true friendship has no room for competition. Because, you see, true friends celebrate your victories as if they were their own. They are genuinely happy when something good happens to you. They encourage you, support you, and push you forward. They want to see you grow, shine, and achieve everything you deserve. And when they achieve something too, you celebrate together. There's no such thing as who's ahead or who's behind. There's only the energy of we're growing together. But with competitive people, the story is completely different. They only feel good when they are above you, when they are achieving more, earning more, having more success. And when you start to shine, when you start to have your own victories, they can't handle it. They start to sabotage you. Not in an obvious way, of course. They do it subtly. They make mean comments disguised as jokes. They minimize your achievements. They change the subject when you're talking about something good that happened to you. And worst of all, Taurus, is that these people also copy you. They observe everything you do and try to do the same, only better. If you change your style, they change too. If you start a new project, they start something similar. If you share an idea, they take that idea and present it as if it were their own. And then they still have the nerve to say it was a coincidence. But you know it wasn't. You feel something is wrong. Because you're dealing with someone who is envious of you, but is so close that they can copy you all the time. So let me give you some golden advice. Start guarding your dreams. Start protecting your plans. Not everyone needs to know what you're doing, where you're going, what you're planning. Because there are people who take your energy, your ideas, your vision, and use them for their own benefit. And you're there working hard, striving, while that person reaps the rewards of your seeds. And that's not right. That's not fair. And the universe won't allow that to continue happening when you start protecting yourself. God's warning is clear. Stay away from competitive people. Don't share your dreams with those who don't know how to celebrate you. Don't share your plans with those who might use that information against you. Keep your circle small but loyal. Keep close only those who truly support you. Because these competitive people are blocking your light. They are draining your creativity. They are hindering your progress. And as long as you keep them around, you will continue to feel like you're in an endless race. When in reality, you should just be walking at your own pace, enjoying your own journey. And when you finally break free from these people, when you stop comparing yourself, when you stop competing, you will discover an incredible peace. You will realize that your path is unique, that your achievements are yours, that you don't need to be better than anyone. You just need to be the best version of yourself. And in that vibration, Taurus, you will attract everything you've ever wanted. Because you are no longer wasting energy on unnecessary competitions. You are focused on what really matters. Your evolution, your growth, your happiness. If these messages resonate with you, if you recognize people in your life who fit these warnings, then be sure to share this video with someone who needs to hear this too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Activate the bell to receive all the messages from the universe. And tell me in the comments, which of these warnings touched your heart the most? I'm reading them all and sending positive energy to each of you. And if you feel gratitude for this content, if it's helping you in any way, consider supporting the channel so I can continue bringing these messages to you. Let's continue. Warning 9. People who don't respect your time don't value your presence. The 9th spiritual warning you need to hear is about respecting your time. Taurus, you are a punctual, responsible, and committed person. When you make plans with someone, you keep them. You arrive on time. You plan ahead. You don't keep anyone waiting. Because for you, this is a matter of respect. It's a way of showing the other person that you value them, that you care. But unfortunately, not everyone thinks that way. And there are people who treat your time as if it has no value at all. These are the people who are always late. Who make and cancel appointments at the last minute. Who make you wait without even apologizing. Who cancel plans with you at the last minute because something better came up. Who call you at any time of day or night without worrying if you're busy, resting, or available. And when you try to set boundaries, when you try to explain that your time is precious, they say you're being too sensitive. That you're exaggerating. That you're making a mountain out of a molehill. But let me tell you something. It's not an exaggeration. It's self-awareness. It's understanding that your time is the only thing you can't get back. You can earn money again. You can buy things again. But time? Time that's gone is gone. And every minute you waste waiting for someone who doesn't respect you is a minute you'll never get back. It's a minute you could be using to take care of yourself, to work on your dreams, to be with those who truly value you. And do you know what the biggest problem is with people who don't respect your time? They also don't respect your presence. For them, you're just another option. You're not a priority. You're plan B, plan C, the one who will always be available when everyone else has already refused. And you deserve more than that, Taurus. You deserve to be a priority. You deserve to be treated with respect. You deserve to be surrounded by people who value every second they spend with you. So here's the universe's warning. Stop accepting crumbs of attention. Stop waiting for people who don't value your time. Stop being the last option for those you put first. Because these people are blocking your light. They are making you feel unimportant. They are teaching you that you don't deserve to be respected. And the more you accept this kind of treatment, the more the universe will continue sending people like that into your life. But when you take a stand, when you say, I won't accept this anymore. I deserve respect. I deserve to be a priority. Everything changes. The wrong people start to disappear. And the right people start to appear. People who arrive on time. People who keep their promises. People who value every moment by your side. And then, Taurus, you will understand what it means to have quality relationships. What it means to be treated as you've always deserved. Warning 10. People who don't celebrate your victories don't deserve to be in your special moments. The 10th spiritual message God is sending you is about celebration. Taurus, you are the type of person who loves to celebrate others. When someone you love achieves something, you're the first to call, text, or surprise them. You truly rejoice. You feel the other person's joy as if it were your own. And you do this because you are generous, because you have a huge heart, because you believe that the victories of others deserve to be celebrated. But here's the problem. Not everyone is like that with you. There are people who, when you achieve something important, something you fought hard to get, barely react. They give a cold, emotionless, unenthusiastic response. A simple, dry, soulless congratulations. Or worse, they don't even respond. They read your message and ignore it. As if your victory wasn't anything special. As if you didn't deserve to be celebrated. And that hurts, doesn't it? It hurts because you expected that person to be happy for you. You expected them to celebrate with you. But instead you were met with coldness, indifference, disinterest. And do you know what that means? It means that person isn't truly happy for you. It could be envy, it could be competitiveness, it could be selfishness. But the result is the same. They can't celebrate your victories. And if they can't celebrate your victories, they don't deserve to be in your special moments. It's that simple. Because celebration is one of the purest forms of love. It's saying, I'm happy because you're happy. I'm proud of you. I recognize how hard you've worked and I want you to know that I see you. But people who don't celebrate you don't see you. They are so focused on themselves, so preoccupied with their own lives, so consumed by their own envy, that there's no room left in their hearts to truly rejoice with you. And you don't need people like that in your life. You don't need to force anyone to be happy for you. Because those who truly love you will celebrate every small victory you have. They will send long messages full of exclamation marks. They will call just to say they are proud. They will make a point of being present for your important moments. So God's message is this. Observe who truly celebrates with you. Observe who genuinely rejoices when you share good news. Observe who is present not only during difficult times, but also during moments of joy. Because these are the people who deserve to be a part of your life. These are the people who will always be by your side. These are the people who are not blocking your light, but rather reflecting it, amplifying it, celebrating it. And when you cleanse your circle, when you distance yourself from those who don't know how to celebrate you, you'll realize that your victories become even sweeter. Because you'll be sharing them with people who truly deserve to be part of those moments. And the universe will reward you by sending you more and more reasons to celebrate. Because you're vibrating at the right energy. You're surrounded by the right people. And you're finally shining as you always should have shown. Warning 11. People who make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself are manipulative. The 11th spiritual warning coming directly from heaven to you is about emotional manipulation. Taurus, you have a natural tendency to put the needs of others above your own. You want everyone to be well, even if it means you feel bad. You sacrifice yourself, you give of yourself, you do everything to help. But there are people who notice this and use your kindness as a way to manipulate you. These are people who make you feel guilty every time you try to take care of yourself. You know how it works. You finally decide to take a day off to rest, to take care of your mental health, to do something that makes you feel good. And then this person shows up with an urgent problem. They need you now. They can't wait. And when you say you can't help at that moment, that you need some time for yourself, they look disappointed. They let out that long sigh. They say things like, oh, okay, I understand. I'll manage on my own. Don't worry about me. And then comes the guilt. That heavy guilt that makes you question whether you're being selfish. That guilt that makes you feel bad for taking care of yourself. But listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. This is manipulation. This is emotional blackmail. Because people who truly love you won't make you feel guilty for taking care of your own health, your own peace, your own well-being. People who love you will encourage you to rest. They will understand when you need space. They will respect your boundaries. They won't place blame on you. They won't make you feel like it's your obligation to solve all their problems. And you know what's even sadder? Often you don't even realize you're being manipulated. Because these people are subtle. They know exactly which buttons to push to make you feel guilty. They know your weaknesses, your fears, your insecurities. And they use all of that against you. They make you believe you're a bad person if you're not always available to them. They convince you that you're selfish if you think about yourself. They trap you in a never-ending cycle of guilt. But here's the truth that will set you free. Taking care of yourself isn't selfishness. It's a necessity. It's survival. It's self-love. You can't take care of anyone if you yourself are broken. You can't help anyone if you're drained of energy. You can't be a light for others if your own light is extinguished. So putting yourself first isn't cruelty. It's intelligence. It's wisdom. It's understanding that you also matter. That you also have value. That you also deserve care. So the universe's warning is this. Don't accept any more emotional manipulation. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself. Don't allow anyone to use guilt as a tool to control you. Because these people are blocking your light. They are preventing you from shining. They are keeping you small, tired, exhausted. And you don't deserve to live like that. When you finally break free from these manipulative people, when you understand that you have the right to take care of yourself without asking anyone's permission, Taurus, you will be reborn. You will regain your energy. You will truly smile again. You will shine again. And the right people will enter your life. People who will support you, who will encourage you to take care of yourself, who will understand that a healthy relationship is one where both have space to grow, to rest, to simply be. Warning 12. Trust your intuition when it tells you to step away. The 12th and final spiritual warning that God is sending you, Taurus, is about intuition. You know that strange feeling you get when you're near certain people? That discomfort in your chest? That tightness in your stomach? That inexplicable urge to get away? That's not paranoia. That's not all in your head. That's your intuition telling you something is wrong. That's the universe protecting you. That's God telling you, be careful. This person isn't good for you. Stay away. But the problem is that you often ignore that intuition. You try to rationalize it. You think, but she's always been nice to me. But we have so many stories together. But everyone likes her, so the problem must be with me. And you continue. You force the friendship. You pretend everything is fine. You put on a mask and smile. But deep down that discomfort remains. That bad feeling won't go away. Because your intuition doesn't lie. It never lies. Your intuition is the voice of God within you. It's your higher self guiding you. It's the wisdom of the universe showing you the right path. And when it tells you to distance yourself from someone, it's because it's seeing something that your conscious mind can't yet see. It could be that this person is talking badly about you behind your back. It could be that they're planning to betray you. It could be that they're using you for their own benefit. Or it could simply be that their energy doesn't mesh with yours. And being near them is harming you, even if you don't understand exactly why. So here's the final piece of advice, the most important of all. Trust your intuition. When your body gives you signs of discomfort around someone, listen. When your heart tells you something isn't right, believe it. When your soul asks you to walk away, obey. You don't need proof. You don't need evidence. You don't need to wait for that person to hurt you to validate what you're feeling. Your intuition is proof enough. And I know it's difficult. I know that sometimes you'll feel guilty for distancing yourself from someone without a clear reason. I know that people will question you, judge you, say you're exaggerating. But ignore all that. Because those people don't live your life. They don't feel what you feel. They don't carry the weight you carry. So their opinion doesn't matter. What matters is your peace. What matters is your light. What matters is that you are well. And when you start trusting your intuition, when you stop questioning what you feel and start acting on those feelings, your life changes completely. You stop attracting the wrong people. You stop going through situations that hurt you. You stop wasting energy on those who don't deserve it. And you start attracting exactly what you need. The right people. The right opportunities. Healthy relationships. Because you are vibrating at the right frequency. You are aligned with your purpose. You are protecting your light. Taurus, God gave you the gift of intuition for a reason. Use it. Honor it. Trust it. Because it will never lead you astray. It will always protect you. It will always guide you to where you need to be. And when you finally distance yourself from all the people who are blocking your light, when you clear your path of all negative energy, you will shine so brightly that you will illuminate not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. And that is your destiny. That is the plan God has for you. We have reached the end of these 12 spiritual warnings that God is sending you. And now, Taurus, you have a choice to make. You can continue ignoring these signs. You can continue allowing people to block your light. You can continue accepting less than you deserve. Or you can wake up. You can open your eyes. You can take the reins of your life and make the necessary changes. Because the universe is giving you this opportunity now. It is showing you who needs to leave your life. It is preparing you for a new cycle. A cycle of abundance, prosperity, and true peace. But for this new cycle to begin, you need to leave the old behind. You need to distance yourself from those who drag you down. You need to protect your energy as if it were your most precious possession. Because it is. Without your energy, you can't dream. Without your energy, you can't create. Without your energy, you can't shine. So take care of it. Protect it. And don't be afraid to say no, to set boundaries, to walk away. I know it's not easy. I know some of these people have been in your life for a long time. I know you have good memories with them. But memories don't pay the bills. Memories don't heal wounds. Memories don't protect you from those who are hurting you now. So honor the past for what it was, but don't let it hold you back. You deserve to live an amazing present. You deserve to build a bright future. And that will only happen when you have the courage to make the difficult choices. So I challenge you now. Grab a pen and paper. Or open the Notes app on your phone. And write down the names of all the people you identified while watching this video. All the people who fit these warnings. And next to each name, write an action. What are you going to do about this person? Are you going to have a sincere conversation? Are you going to gradually distance yourself? Are you going to cut off contact all at once? Decide. And act. Because your life is waiting for you on the other side of that decision. And always remember, you weren't born to be small. You weren't born to live in fear. You weren't born to accept crumbs. You were born to shine. You were born to be abundant. You were born to be happy. And nobody, absolutely nobody, has the right to take that away from you. So lift your head. Look to the future with hope. And know that the best is yet to come. Because you are finally moving away from those who block your light. And getting closer to those who will help you shine even brighter. If you've made it this far, if you've watched until the end, it's because these messages were for you. So be a part of this community. Subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell so you don't miss any messages from the universe. Comment below which of these messages touched your heart the most and where you're watching from. I read every comment and I'm thrilled with each one of you. And if you feel gratitude for these messages, if they are helping you transform your life, consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. Every contribution helps me continue bringing this content to you. May God bless your journey. May divine light illuminate your path. May you have the courage to make the necessary changes. And may you shine, Taurus. Shine with all the intensity you've always had within you. Until the next video.